What's up, guys? It's Zoom here, and on today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about my very first regional, and I'm going to be doing a lot of videos just like this here in the near future. If there not being like a lot of events going on, locals being closed up, I just want to spend a little bit of time reminiscing pretty much about everything that has happened to me in my Yu-Gi-Oh career. I've been playing this game since 2012, so there's a lot I can talk about. If you guys have any like things you guys want me to discuss or talk about, just leave some comments down below. But without further ado, let's get into my very first regional. So the year is 2012. I forget the exact month. It was either June or July. But I had a guy that used to go to our locals. He doesn't play the game anymore, but he was like, "Hey, do you want to go to a regional with me tomorrow?" And I'm like, I didn't even ask him what a regional is. I'm 17 at the time. I'm just like, whatever, man. Yeah, I'll go with you. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So I'm getting prepared. I'm like, well, this is definitely gonna be a bigger tournament than our locals. It's a regional. So the deck I've been playing, I've only been playing the game for about 30 days at this point. I'm still getting the hang of things. I'm still making a lot of misplays and stuff like that. But I put together my Chaos Dragon deck. Chaos Dragon's definitely my favorite deck of all time. I don't know any deck that compares to Chaos Dragons to me personally, as far as favorites. But yeah, that's the deck we decided to take. And I didn't know you had to have like deck list or anything like that. I just thought you showed up and played. So I was definitely not prepared. And also I had a bunch of extra cards in my deck box, pretty much what any new player does. You just don't know. But yeah, this regional is in Columbus, Ohio, which is about an hour away from where I live. So it's not too bad of a drive. On the way up, we brought me and a few other buddies with them. And we talked about it, and I figured out like, yeah, you got to do a deck list. The fee is $20, which that was a lot of money to me to play a card tournament back then. I'm like, wow, $20. Yeah, we get there. I get my deck 100% figured out, like my side deck. I get everything out my deck box that I shouldn't have. And we do the deck list, and I see how many people are there, and I'm just like in shock. I'm like, this game is really that big. Like when you first get into the game, you're like, yeah, there's people that play, but you don't realize how big and how influential the game is until you actually get to like a tournament that has so many people, and this is just a regional. But yeah, there was about 400 people there, that was insane to me at the time. I'm like, wow, I was really nervous. I'm like, I was expecting like 30, 40 people max, but 400? That's insane to me. But anyway, so we get there. I don't really remember my matches too much. Like, I remember I beat a Six Samurai player round one. And I still really didn't know what the heck I was doing at this point. I'm 30 days in, like I'm doo-doo to say the least. And then I remember just getting my teeth kicked in by a Chaos Dragon mirror match. There was nothing I could do. I was getting destroyed. Like, I wasn't good at the time. I just didn't know how to maintain game state, anything like that. So yeah, I definitely got destroyed by that guy, but somehow I finished the regional X3. Some X3s did receive their invite at this regional because there was enough players. I think it was like top 48, if I remember correctly, but I wasn't one of those players. I ended up getting like 51st or 52nd. I wasn't too worried about it. I didn't even know what an invite was at this time. I was just like, I did decent. Only lost 3 times. So yeah, I did not get my invite my first regional, unfortunately, but we did really well for our first time, only playing the game for 30 days. I had a lot of fun, to say the least. I believe the regional is what made me fall in love with the game, man. because you just see how many people are playing. After the regionals, when I started doing a lot of YouTubing, not YouTubing, but looking up stuff and figuring out more about the game and how to get better. Because I realized there was really big events, and at the same time is when I realized there's actually YCSs, um, which apparently were really bigger. Well, that was my thought process back then. I'm like, wow, you have that many people come to one of those. And then you kind of like figure out that regionals don't mean a lot. You can get your invite to nationals there, uh, but YCSs is really where you want to shine and try and get that top spot. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much my regional story, guys. This isn't scripted or anything. It's just me going off of memory, just having a little bit of talk to you guys one on one. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to hear any more stories, I have a lot of them. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know that. And if you have any ideas on maybe you want to hear about how I got into the game or my first local or my first deck, yeah, just go ahead and let me know. And I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day or night, whatever time it is where you're at. My name's Zoom. Peace.